Right now, somewhere beyond the glare of the sun, an intruder moves silently through the dark. It is not a comet in the traditional sense, nor a fragment of a broken world. It is something stranger, an object born outside our solar system, traveling across the black oceans between the stars. Astronomers have catalogued it as 3I Atlas, the third interstellar visitor ever recorded by humankind. But what it truly is remains unanswered. According to NASA's latest trajectory models, 3I Atlas is plunging toward the Sun at more than 250,000 kilometers per hour, faster than any craft humanity has ever built. In a matter of days, it will reach its perihelion, the closest point in its orbit to our star, a moment when the Sun's immense gravity could decide its fate. Most interstellar wanderers simply pass through, flung away by that gravity into the void once more. But scientists believe 3I Atlas might be different. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, whose theories often challenge conventional thought, has raised a question that sounds more like a warning. What if 3I Atlas doesn't leave? What if it uses the Sun not as a slingshot, but as a brake? It sounds impossible, yet mathematically it isn't. Spacecraft use this principle all the time. The gravitational assist. Reverse that maneuver, and it becomes something far more intriguing, a gravitational capture. If an object were to shed energy or fire propulsion at the exact moment it swept past the Sun, it could lose just enough speed to remain trapped, orbiting indefinitely inside our solar system. To accomplish that, deliberately would require precision and power, beyond anything nature typically provides. And that is what makes the idea so unsettling. When astronomers first charted 3I Atlas's path, they noticed something peculiar. Its orbit was not chaotic or random, as most interstellar trajectories are. Instead, it aligned almost perfectly with the ecliptic plane, the invisible disk on which all our planets travel. Such alignment by chance is astronomically rare. For every 100 interstellar objects that might enter our system from random directions, only 1 or 2 would match that plane so precisely. It's the cosmic equivalent of throwing a paper plane into a hurricane and having it glide cleanly through a mail slot, miles away. This is not the first time the cosmos has presented us with such a riddle. In 2017, Oumuamua, the first recorded interstellar object, sliced through our solar system, accelerating in ways no comet or asteroid should. It left scientists baffled. Then, in 2019, came Comet Borisov, the second traveler. Icy, fast, behaving like an ordinary comet. But 3I Atlas is neither. It moves too deliberately, behaves too precisely, and according to recent brightness data, might not even be solid. Observations from NASA and the European Space Agency reveal a contradiction that refuses to be ignored. Based on its brightness, size, and motion, 3I Atlas should possess a mass equal to thousands of Great Pyramids. Yet when it passed near Mars, its gravitational pull was virtually undetectable. It barely nudged the planet, a result that should be impossible if it were solid rock or ice. Loeb and other astrophysicists have proposed a chilling explanation. 3E Atlas may be hollow, perhaps not a frozen mountain of debris, but a thin shell, a structure vast yet light. That would explain its slow rotation and its resistance to gravity. Its mass appears far too low for its volume, as though its interior were an empty void. That realization changes everything, because a hollow object drifting between the stars doesn't sound like a comet, it sounds like a vessel. Free, Atlas races toward its tabiitin, rendezvous with the sun. Astronomers monitor every flicker, every subtle shift in its course. But on October 29th, the mystery deepens, for on that day, 3i Atlas will slip behind the sun from Earth's perspective. For weeks, our telescopes will be blind, even the most powerful observatories in Hawaii, in Chile, and orbiting above the atmosphere will lose sight of it. Whatever happens during that blackout will remain. Hidden, scientists call this the solar occultation window, when the sun's light drowns everything else. And for 3i Atlas, it is the perfect cover. If it changes trajectory, deploys fragments, or disintegrates, we will not know, not until it re-emerges on the far side. When it does, its path will tell the story. If it continues outward, it was likely natural, but if it slows or alters course, something extraordinary will have occurred. Early data already hint that 3i Atlas might be fragmenting, yet not in any pattern we recognize. Images show faint, structured filaments, not chaotic debris trails like typical comets, but symmetrical shapes, almost geometric. Perhaps it's an illusion, or perhaps something more. In science, coincidence is the enemy of understanding, and yet coincidences seem to multiply around this object. Its path, its density, its rotation, all defy probability. Even its arrival, following Oumuamua and Borisov within a single decade after eons of silence, feels like part of a pattern. 3 interstellar visitors in less than 10 years. Is that random chance? Or are we witnessing the beginning of something larger, a phase in which the galaxy itself seems to be reaching out? Whatever 3i Atlas truly is, the cosmos has set a deadline. When it emerges from behind the sun, its secrets will either dissolve into the light or change humanity's understanding of interstellar space forever. As he was, 3i Atlas slips behind the solar disk. A strange quiet descends over the scientific world. It isn't the silence of indifference. It's the silence of anticipation. Telescopes fall mute, their sensors blinded by light, and the data streams that once pulsed with numbers now show nothing but static. For the first time since its discovery, humanity must wait in darkness. NASA calls this the solar blackout window, a period lasting several weeks when the sun itself becomes a wall of fire between us and the object. In that time, anything could happen, and we would never know. The timing feels almost deliberate, a pause written into the script of the cosmos, arriving just as this visitor reaches its point of greatest mystery. Across the world, observatories prepare for its reappearance. In Hawaii, the Pan-STARRS array recalibrates to catch the first flicker of movement. In Chile, the Vera Rubin Observatory tilts its massive mirrors toward the space where 3i Atlas will re-emerge. Even the James Webb Space Telescope is scheduled to sweep the solar limb, searching for faint infrared echoes, traces of heat that might reveal what happened while the world looked away. Yet one question gnaws at every researcher. What if 3i Atlas returns different? Avi Loeb's latest models suggest 2 possibilities. If the object behaves naturally, it will slingshot away, its trajectory bending outward toward the stars once more, a visitor come and gone. But if it slows, even slightly, the sun's gravity could seize it. Then this interstellar wanderer would become a resident of our solar system, an adopted child of the sun, circling us forever, a silent satellite from another world. The implications are staggering. If 3i Atlas were to remain, it would instantly become the most studied object in human history, a relic from another system, or perhaps something constructed for a purpose we have yet to comprehend. Its hollow form, improbable path, and perfect alignment would each take on a new, unsettling meaning. Meanwhile, astronomers whisper the same comparison again and again. Oumuamua. That first visitor in 2017 also moved in ways no natural body should. No jets, no outgassing, yet an unmistakable acceleration, as if something within it were steering. Back then, most dismissed it as coincidence, sunlight pushing on dust and ice. But now, with 3i Atlas showing similar defiance of physics, coincidence begins to look like a pattern. Could these objects be connected? Messengers from the same distant civilization, or fragments of a larger design gliding unseen through interstellar space? No one can yet say, but across research centers and midnight control rooms, the mood has shifted. There is less laughter now when the word engineered surfaces in conversation. Even skeptics admit that nature rarely repeats such improbable alignments, and so the scientific world waits for light to return, for data to flow, for truth to emerge. Then comes the mystery of the missing data. During 3i Atlas's recent pass by Mars, several orbiters, NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, ESA's Mars Express, and China's Tianwen-1 were perfectly positioned to capture it. Yet days later, not one agency released a complete set of images. NASA cited a temporary government shutdown. The Europeans blamed software delays. China simply remained silent. Perhaps these are bureaucratic coincidences, or perhaps the data revealed something so unexpected that it needed time to be understood. Whatever truth hides behind the sun will soon return to the light. If 3i Atlas emerges unchanged, we will breathe easier, and science will celebrate another triumph of observation. But if its path bends, if its brightness flickers in unnatural rhythm, or if smaller objects appear beside it, then the cosmos will have whispered something profound. Because somewhere, out in the galactic dark, a seed may already have been sown, a seed drifting across light years to find new suns, new worlds, and perhaps new minds. As we watch the sky, waiting for 3i Atlas to reappear, we are reminded of a truth older than humanity itself, that curiosity is the light guiding us through the darkness. When this object returns, whatever it may be, the universe will answer. Not with words, but with wonder. This is CosmiqAtlas. Subscribe and stay curious, because the next transmission may change everything.